It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the New York Giants. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys are in the midst of a great run, only one loss in their last 10 games. On the other side, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys coming off their byes, so they should be fresh and ready to get after it. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
They'll start with a run by Tracy. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's good for a Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
27-yard line.
You know, last week it was unbelievable how many times they were in the backfield. They had 7 sacks. Whatever they had for pregame meal last week, maybe they had it again.
I think they're going to continue to repeat it if they keep this up. But remember, we were at their facility, and we walked past the defensive meeting room, and what did it say over the door? Rush the passer. It's a philosophy. It's a statement. That's who they want to be, and they've been very successful with it.
That opening drive sack. That's complete to Slayton. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
3rd and 13.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. A quick throw out line caught by Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Play fake, and here's Dart. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Dart. That one taken in by Neighbors. You talk about this Washington defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
That's another New York Giants. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Dart. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Quick throw there is incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Giants first down.
Play action now. Dart. A throw right side caught by Neighbors. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. That's complete. It's Neighbors. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Dart from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So out comes the Washington offense as they get their first shot. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Brings up 2nd down.
Daniels looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it.
Daniels pass. Complete to Terry McLaurin. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Washington.
They go play action. Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 44-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
To throw is Daniels. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing now is Daniels. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. But he's spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball. And nothing but green grass here. Middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. 51 yards. And the Giants take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So that backfired in a big way. A made field goal would have tied the game instead. Now we're looking at a 9-point spread with an extra point to come.
Not just the point differential. Think about how they feel mentally, because you know in their minds they saw this game as tied. Now, as you pointed out, it's a bigger deficit.
Extra point try good by Godot. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Giants 10, Commanders nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Fights through it. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They begin the drive with Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
And the Washington first down.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And shedding through the tackle to the 43, 2nd down. Well, these two teams met in our nation's capital earlier in the year with the Commanders picking up the win at Northwest Stadium. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-0. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41.
Washington.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
24-yard gain on the play.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Now Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Daniels. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
Right about that, we're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And New York set to take the field. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Brings up
2nd and 10. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Dances by him. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Looking to put a drive together. He'll start with a give to Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop. This shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, tackle we just saw. Pretty nice. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Amir Smith-Marset deep for New York. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. We get a glance at the Washington defense as they head back out there. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3-and-out.
And what they have to build off of? Great confidence right now. Being able to stuff someone on a 3-and-out. You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job?
Under pressure, they got him again. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, able to avoid him. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And he's been incredible all year long. The NFL's leader in passing yards as he just recently eclipsed the 4,000-yard mark on the season. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Washington 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Daniels. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
It's a gain of 10. And the Commanders' 1st down.
To the air goes Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 10-yard line.
2nd and 1. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And Washington has taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Gay to kick off for Washington.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Throwing, dart. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 69 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now out come the Giants. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position. You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Wilson. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd and 11 now. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught left side by Neighbors. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the Giants field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and that gets him back within 10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
A beautiful fake. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Commanders' offense and Terry McLaurin headed back onto the field. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Robinson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Wilson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Thorne. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. And that'll be incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Looking to throw. Daniels. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Our trip across the NFL starts now. In Santa Clara, the Niners at home to take on the Tennessee Titans. And this is the Niners defense making the big play. Ball is loose. They pounce on it, and then it's off to the races. A scoop and score for the touchdown. The 49ers are getting hot. It's a 3rd straight win, and they take this one in style. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they play host to the Arizona Cardinals. And this is Tank Dell. A brilliant catch and run for the touchdown. The Texans get win number 4 on the season. They come away with the victory. One more to show you. Let's go to Philadelphia. It's the Eagles taking on the Raiders. And it's Geno Smith. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Raiders get it done on the road as they come away with the win. With that, let's give you a chance to look at the playoff picture in the NFC with 1 month remaining in the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him. And he'll look to... Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 9 now. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
Robinson up the middle. We'll get this up to about the 44.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Washington.
On the give, here's Robinson. Taken down at the 47-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Daniels. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
First down, Commanders.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Not even a play? That was terrible.
Daniels looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He's going to try and take off with it. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Noah Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been a result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the 2nd half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field
at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Play action now. Dart. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route.
13 yards on the play. And the Giants first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And 10 at the 42-yard line.
Dart. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Eddie Goldman in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. Burks over the middle. And he's going to be wrangled down quickly after the catch up at the 45-yard line.
13 yards.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route up a little shorter and went toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Hand off now to Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
A gain of 8 yards.
Throwing now is Daniels. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Ertz, 27 yards. And the Commanders are able to stretch out their lead. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th up. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's a Commander defense as they get set for this next possession. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll go again with Tracy. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Gets through, and now an opening. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. This is caught. It's Robinson with a Giants touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see.
Pre-play, and they got it done there.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished up by a touchdown catch from Wan'Dale Robinson. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They run. Robinson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
39-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. And this offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
29, Tyrone Tracy. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now it's Wilson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of
3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Neighbors. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's another.
To throw is Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one taken in by Neighbors. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So they'd converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lob it that 3rd one. Right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Again, it's Robinson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27. He'll take it inside the 25.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd and
now Wilson. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Giants.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Here's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Back at the 47-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The offense on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Wilson. Catch made by Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He finds Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
21 yards. That's good for a Giants first down.
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
That's another New York Giants.
Out of the gun, here's Dart. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah,
not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The Washington offense set to take over. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. They begin the drive with Robinson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
A gain of 6 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Commanders, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.